In today's world, femininity is often misunderstood or even discouraged, depending on where you live or in which environment you are. But feminine aspects and specific feminine traits are extremely important when it comes to your success in life. And actually now more than ever, those certain aspects of femininity are needed in our society. That's why I made this video, because I want to share with you 5 essential aspects of femininity that I consider very important to embrace as a feminine lady, even in environments that do not encourage them. So let's dive in. Hello my dear viewers and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malena and I am here for you. I will start with the first aspect that I consider very worth cultivating, and it is softness in communication. In a world filled with harshness, learning to communicate with warmth and kindness can really set you apart. And this doesn't mean being passive. It means expressing yourself in a way that invites others' respect and connection rather than resistance. How to develop a softness in your communication. Be mindful of your tone and your facial expressions while speaking. That's the first thing, because communication is much more than words. I have talked about this in my other videos. I will link all of them down below if you're interested in this topic. But apart from your tone, so softness in your tone and softness in your facial expression, of course you have also to choose the right words. Replace abrupt phrases or responses with more thoughtful phrasing, such as "I see what you mean" or "That's an interesting perspective." Also practice active listening and make eye contact when you talk to the person, and it shows genuine engagement. Why is softness in communication so important? I see that every time, especially because I'm very active in the diplomatic field, and I observe how important a specific softness in communication is, not only with women but also with men. But here it is actually a feminine trait. That's why I have included it in this video. This aspect is valuable because it fosters deeper connections and more meaningful relationships. And in the end, it's all about relationships, not only with a partner, but relationships with other people in general. But men also especially appreciate a woman who can communicate with kindness, because it makes the atmosphere much more harmonious and warm, and it encourages them to open up and be more honest. But also with other people in professional fields, for example, this kind of approach will benefit you, because after all, kindness, warmth, trust and connection will always bring you further than facts and being cold. And I mean, even in environments and cultures that encourage this coldness or very fact-based environments, people are still people. They always will be people, and we are social beings. So it will always benefit you. Now, the second aspect that I highly encourage to cultivate, it is nurturing and compassion. That's another very classic feminine trait, or these are 2 feminine traits. And I chose those traits because today's society can also be quite cold and transactional. But a feminine woman brings warmth by nurturing and showing compassion to others. And that makes others feel good. And ultimately, you will also feel good. How to develop it? If this is not your type, or you are maybe not this kind of archetype that has this nurturing way, because there are certain women who really have it in them and others not so much. You can still cultivate these aspects, for example, by looking for small ways to be of service. Whether it's checking on a friend, offering a kind word to someone, or simply being present when someone needs to talk. Those are all ways that you can do even if you are an introvert or a rather shy, calm person. Cultivate empathy by putting yourself in others' shoes and also responding with understanding rather than with judgment. Why is nurturing and compassion so valuable? People feel drawn to those who make them feel valued and safe, like every one of us. A nurturing presence often creates an emotional refuge, making your presence deeply appreciated in friendships, in relationships, and even in professional settings. Now we come to the third aspect of femininity that I consider worth cultivating: poise and elegance. Of course, I have included this aspect too, this feminine trait, because this channel is about poise and elegance too, for a big part. So carrying yourself with poise and with a certain grace and elegance is a quiet form of confidence that makes a lasting impression. And I don't mean to be stiff or distant, but rather moving with intentionality and grace. How to develop poise and elegance? Number 1, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and watch all my videos, especially the playlist Walk Like a Lady, Act Like a Lady, and Move Like a Lady. But actually I have also other playlists with inspirational feminine women, so you will find a lot of advice on my channel. But in general, one can say, take care of your posture and body language, walk with a gentle but assured pace, and use elegant gestures. Wearing well-fitted feminine clothing in colors that suit you, that bring out your best, will also be helpful. Why is this aspect valuable? Because elegance is magnetic. It signals self-respect and high standards, which of course everybody admires and respects. A woman with poise stands out because she embodies self-assurance without the need to being loud or demanding. And now I come to another feminine aspect that is highly valuable in today's world and in today's society, and that's the art of mystery and depth. And I have also talked about this on my channel in some videos, also in connection with some feminine icons such as Monica Bellucci. The thing is that oversharing and seeking attention, especially through social media, has become quite common in these days, and also with women. But the truth is that femininity mostly thrives in an air of mystery and depth, because a woman with a rich inner world is quite captivating. So how to develop this? This is also another archetype of woman, and some women are maybe not this kind of mystic. Still, you can cultivate these aspects of femininity in yourself, in your individual way. For example, by practicing discernment in what you say, especially with new friendships or connections. Don't share everything right in the beginning and always keep things for yourself. There is an important video that I've made about what a lady should not tell, and I will link it here and down below so that you can watch it. But what you should also do is focusing on your self-awareness through reading, self-reflection, self-development. Having a fulfilled life with a lot of interests beyond external validations will make you very attractive and naturally more magnetic. So I can only encourage you to learn new things, maybe learn a new language, try a new dance, go to events, network. There are so many things to do that will really cultivate your inner life. And if you are more of the quiet person, of course, reading, watching YouTube videos, etc. Why is this so valuable? Mystery draws people in. It has always been like that, and I think it will always be, because we are curious by nature. And men in particular appreciate a woman who reveals herself gradually, keeping a sense of intrigue alive, especially in a relationship. A sense of depth also means that you bring some kind of wisdom and unique perspectives into conversations, which is also very appealing and interesting. And now we come to the aspect number 5, joyful femininity and playfulness. And again, if you think, oh, but I'm not this kind of playful, feminine, bubbly woman, you don't have to be. I'm not that kind of woman either, but I still can be playful in specific situations, and I can be joyful, and I will explain to you how you can cultivate those things too, even if you are a completely different type. Because with so much seriousness in this world, a light-hearted and joyful presence is very appreciated. And femininity isn't just about grace or elegance. It is also about embracing curiosity, joy, and playfulness. So how can you develop it? Allow yourself to laugh freely. Do things that make you laugh. Enjoy small pleasures, whatever it might be for you. And also bring lightness to conversations. I especially am doing this even when I'm talking to, for example, some high-ranking diplomats that other people might talk to in a very serious manner. But I know that those are people like you and me, and they really like a refreshing conversations. I am laughing with them. I'm talking about light-hearted topics that everyone loves to talk about, such as food, music, travel. That's what everybody enjoys talking about. And also, you can engage in activities that spark your creativity. Dancing, maybe theater, or anything that will bring you joy. Because you really need that joy in your life. You have to really avoid becoming hard. Becoming hard can happen very quickly in today's world, with this very harsh professional environment, with the dating world nowadays, with just normal society and life for us women. And most of us women don't have the privilege to just stay at home or to do whatever they like. Many of us have to work a lot or have to do things to sustain livelihood, even though they don't like or enjoy doing those things. So try to bring that joy through other channels and through my channel. But why is this so valuable? As I said, a woman who radiates joy brings warmth into any room. People love being around women who make them feel uplifted, at ease. And playfulness adds excitement and also keeps relationships fresh and dynamic. So even if you are in an environment that doesn't cultivate those traits, that doesn't encourage them, you can cultivate them within yourself and inspire others through your presence. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 aspects resonates with you the most, and also let me know where you live or in which environment you find yourself, and if femininity is rather encouraged there or rather discouraged. I would be super interesting to read about that, and let's discuss a little bit in the comments. So, see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.